Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. I'm still doing my thing for you. I got you. It's all about God. When you claim you're not religious, well, you do talk about God. I tell you, I'm spiritual. I ain't religious. So it's all about God. Yeah. And I'm not preaching, I'm teaching. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. I put a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. God is spirit. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the spiritual enlightenment. You're gonna know who you are. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. So when you get enlightened, you know who you are. That's the name of the game. That's my mission, and I'm on it. Let's go. So the question is, my goal, my mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? So let's get there together. And I'm asking the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you're not asking for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Again, I got to give you a message from my people. This is the message from my pastor. And the message to God is, in the words of Stevie Wonder, all I do is live to please you. I like that. I like that. So I'm going to piggyback off that one, okay? So in my pastor's words, okay, serving God don't mean you're religious, just spiritually enlightened. I'm not religious, I'm spiritually enlightened. So I know God personally. So that's why I try to teach you to know God for yourself. Ain't got about believing in him. When you do the work, you know him for yourself. That's the goal. That's the lesson. Let's go. I got you. I tell you, I live right. What that mean? That means I live a spiritually disciplined lifestyle. When daily, I incorporate spiritual discipline in my daily activities. So I hold myself accountable to do the right thing in all situations. Handle yourself accordingly. Acquiesce to all your situations and you'll be fine. Why? All you doing is what you're supposed to do, which is the right thing. Simple. Not how you feel, not what you think, not what they made you do, no. Just do what's right. And trust me, you'll be rewarded for just that. Watch this. God is where? In your heart. He know your intentions. He know what you're doing, what you're not doing. So if you think you can trick God, you ain't too smart. And he's also giving you the mind to what? To become God conscious. The heart is fine. It ain't the heart that you got to worry about. It's this thing that we all got up here that we use, we call the brain and the mind, and gives us free will to make decisions based on my yacht. And it should be on the understanding of what's best for you. If you're ignorant of that, it's hard to make good decisions, even for yourself. And your heart is what? Is a spirit where God dwells. And your mind is where you can consciously understand and practice a philosophy and get to God by what? Good deeds and living and earning what we call blessings or rewards, whatever you want to call it. But when you're doing right, it's a reason for doing right, and there's a reward for doing right. If you put in your work, doing what's right, when daily, what happened? God, and you put in the good work, serving God with what? Daily with righteous and virtuous deeds. That's doing selfish service, giving people what they need, when they need it, how they want it, pleasing the people who need to be pleased, doing the things you need to do to help others, aka a selfless service. All those is godly qualities that you can exhibit on a day-to-day basis. Moving on. And if you show love to the wrong person, they're just going to use you. So you're going to start having to get what? Discernment. Who to show that love to, who to give it to. You got to be smart to understand the needy from the greedy. That's called discernment. Moving on. But when you serving God, you're going to do what's right. That's the difference. And I know a lot of people who just don't do that. What's right? They do what they want. And then they want God to bless them. They want, no, you can't bless you. So if you're serving you ain't going to get much out of it except what you're getting right then and there. That's the difference. You can serve God, you can serve yourself. Okay, your choice. Again, if you put in your work, the blessings that you receive will only be for you, and it can only come from what? Within you. If he's out there, he can bless you. He can look down and see you. But from the Greek mythology, yeah, God sits up on the throne and he pick and choose who he want to help out. That's a mythological concept, philosophy that they set forth. But okay, again, when you're dealing with God, the blessings only can come from what? You doing something that should be rewarded. And who would know that other than who? The heart. See, we're going with this. All I do when daily is what? Think of ways to serve you and do what I do to help others so they can also know you. Oh, that make you a preacher? No. That make you, no. A sage, evangelist, whatever you want to call it, but I teach. I don't preach. I don't hoop and holler, rant and rave. I don't do none of that nonsense. But I keep God, what? On my mind. When? All the time. I'm God conscious. My man, if it ain't God, we ain't really gonna have much in common. Why? That's why I dwell. I'm a spiritual being. I know God. If we can't talk about God, like my mother said, baby, everybody don't want to talk about God all the time. I know some people who do. Those are people I talk to. And we talk about God. When I'm coming here, I'm talking to you. I'm going to talk about God. If you don't want to talk about God, tune on. Don't tune in. That's what I'm doing. Okay, about you. I keep me what? That's what keeps me doing what I think is the right thing. Educate, enlighten, help other people, motivate. That's what I do. And it's all for you. Moving on. I've done it for me already. Again, you can serve God in many different ways. Ding, 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 right there. Me and my pastor, he's a saint. He's godly as they come. I'm a sage. I'm intelligent, and I live what I practice, so what I teach. So he respect the fact that I'm doing that. I respect the fact that he do what he do. So when you got iron as sharp as iron, it can't be nothing but sparks and good, okay? We can serve in different ways. We both serving God. He do it his way, I do it my way. But one sure thing, we're both honest and sincere about what it is we're doing. Serving him. And anybody in that mode, we can talk. If that ain't what you about, we don't waste my time. Why? Because that's what I'm about. Not sometimes, not every night. No, that's what I'm about. Simple as that. I'm just saying. Okay? And being a righteous, a.k.a. a good man, that's all it is. That's all it is. I ain't spiritual by no means running around hooting and hollering. No, I'm just a good man. And that means I'm godly. And I will be blessed for what? Doing the right things. That's it. Not for the people I do it for. No. Trust me, that's the difference. And watch this. What I do for God is done out of, for who? My people, which is you, right thinkers. Okay? If you tune and check me out, you're a right thinker. Why? You're here to get your thinking right. That's my goal. That's my intent. That's my mission. When? Daily. I ain't gonna stop. I don't run around, what? Doing good deeds for what? The means of approval, for man. No, I could care less what you think about what I'm doing, like it, don't like it. No. I answer to a higher power. And my pastor, he's on that same wavelength. I love that. Why? Because we know it's another level that we at, and that's what we do. Simple as that. And when you're there, it'll be a competition. Oh, I know more about God than you. I'm closer to God than you. You ain't got time for that nonsense. We share blessings every day. Moving on. That's the right thinking way, and that's his Christian way. He got somebody he can deal with. I got somebody I can deal with. I'm good with that. I need to talk to a whole bunch of people. I got one dude. I'm good. If I get one good friend, I don't need no more. Moving on. I keep mine. Where we at? Okay, now down here. Okay, I'm running around. Okay, now watch this. Here you go. Yeah, I talk or I teach God. I don't preach or cheat God. I'm not doing this to get a bunch of money in the name of God. I ain't selling God. God ain't for sale. So that ain't what I do. But all those preachers, pastors, ministers, reverends, who serve who? Themselves in the name of the Lord. Y'all got to deal with that. That ain't got nothing to do with me at all. I'm just letting you know, if you think you can get away, my man, think again. Get on the Corso. Not so fast, my friend. And it tells you, if you're not doing this for the right intentions, with the right intention, don't worry about it. You may get a few dollars. You may make fame and fortune. But when it's time to answer for those things you did in the name of God, Scooby, get them. Roll. All right, so you your own worst enemy when it comes to that. I don't have time for that, and that detests me. Just because you can preach the so-called word of God, to be blessed, meaning you ain't just preaching it, you living it. And I can say that about my pastor. That dude is 100% on that book. I ain't no problem with that. I don't follow the book. But respectfully, if it working for you, I'm not going to say what's right or wrong for you. It ain't my thing. Moving on, okay? But when I tell you, if I was preaching from that book, I got all kinds of books. If I preach from the Bible, that'd make me a preacher. I don't do that. So, yeah, I got books, but sometimes I go off what I got from the books, okay? I like to put in my own words, so that's what I'm doing for you today, all right? I got the book under there. It's never far, all right? My book ain't never far from me. Moving on. I'm about to get into that. I got a few lessons here, and I'm going over to the book again, so I'll be back. Moving on. And I had somebody tell me, well, you get your views up, just give them the one that got a lot of views, give them that. No, I'm not here to entertain them. I'm here to enlighten and teach them. Their job is to come and get it. Some days they do, some days they don't. Some days you bite the dog, some days the dog bites you. Don't make a difference to me. I just do what it is I do for you. Moving on. So I'm not caught up in that personally. But now that it counts, I appreciate some love. Come on now. Moving on. I don't get into that. But again, this is what I do for you. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Again, now, when I tell you about God, again, I'm still, speaking from my own experience. I just told you. I'm connected. I don't care what you think or feel about that. I'm just trying to elaborate so you can get connected. Plug in. Like the Matrix, man, juice up. Why? You need God. And in the words of my man's moms, we all need prayer. I love that. All right, so what's this? No, I'm not a God fanatic. I ain't a fan of God. I don't hoop and holler, yeah, God, rah. No, come on, man. I got pom-poms off. I'm going to give you information. I'm going to give you proof and knowledge and experience about God so you can do it for yourself. That's what I'm here to do, just that. Moving on. I know what I'm doing. I'm a God servant. My job is to get you to God. Watch this now. And it ain't easy. Why? 10 years ago, 13, 14 years now, I told God, when he gave me the job to teach, to get y'all to him, man, you couldn't tell me jack. I was floating. I was out there, still out there. But the point I'm trying to make to you, when I took the job, I was excited, still excited. But when you gave me the job, I said, Lord, we talk, okay? My man, Brady Mac, we talk, okay? Lord, when you gave me this job, you knew what you was doing. And I asked, why put me through all that stuff if you want me to do this? He said, that's why you got the job. Ding, ding, ding. Enough said. So when you serving yourself, it's the purpose and the reason that only you and him will have. Moving on. That's the difference. Whoa. Back up. Get out of there. Get out of there. Nope. Where we at? Ooh. If you're not trying to better yourself, you got no use for God. You got no use for God knowledge. Okay? Knowledge of self is for those who want to what? Improve themselves. AKA know themselves. Hello? As my man Sadi would tell you. Now, I live godly. When? Daily. You see me? I'm here for you to just do that. See. Why? I ain't just telling you. I'm showing you. Why? I live godly daily. Why? I want you to know why. What is that why? You want to know why? You want to know why? The blessings I receive. If that ain't enough to motivate you to do the right thing. Oh, you do it for money? Oh, well, knock yourself out. That's not my motive. Okay, I tell you that all the time. Where I'm at? Nope. No. Oh, I did that. Okay, now, back down here. Just so that you know, okay, this is the caveat. I'm here every day. And for those who follow me, understand that, yeah, every day. Not to know, every day. Why? Because that's what I do for you. That's the right thing. Philosophy's way. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Okay? And if you think God is about money, you ain't the right thinker. You wrong thinking. You want money. You don't want God. Okay? Oh, you want to use God to get money. That's stealing in the name of the Lord. What? Yeah, moving on. So there's a lot of that going on. Don't worry, God got that covered. See, my job ain't to police you or to judge you. None of that nonsense. But exposing you for who you are, I'll definitely do that. That's what I carry the bottom for. I'm loaded all the time with the truth. All right? And with knowledge of self, ain't nothing you can do to me. You can't touch me. Get him, hammer. Can't touch this. Now, God, just like his, like his brother. Okay, yeah, he got a brother. If you got God, if we just had God, we wouldn't have no bad stuff. Why? Everything will be good. God is divine. That's all good stuff. So again, Mayat teaches you, here we go. Now you got something. God, the devil, your higher self, your lower self. And guess what? They both in you. I showed you the pinches where the other one is set. In Haru, that's you having the moral fight. You didn't take that lesson too well either. But again, I'm just teaching. I just put them out there. And the lessons, some people like, some they don't. Moving on. But that's what it's all about. Again, where we at down here? Where we at? Okay, God and the devil. God can't be by himself. Why? Who gonna oppose him? He need opposition. So he gave man. He brought man to work. And we the devil. Why? We don't live up to God's expectation. We do what we want to do. For those who haven't became enlightened, those who don't know him, they continue to serve who? Themselves. And until you serve God, you will still go around and around. What's that buffering y'all call it now? We call it the Ouroboros, snake biting his own tail. Eating himself and recreating himself over and over again. They call it reincarnation now. I don't want you, okay? God, just like his brother, the devil, will tell you what? I don't want your money. And let my man George Carlin say, God all-knowing, sees all, knows all, got everything going. And he wants everybody to follow these 10 rules. And if not, you burn these rules, you're going to go to hell, you're going to fire and brimstone for the rest of eternity. But he loves you. And he always what? Needs money. That ain't God. Come on now. Moving on. I'm going to leave that one there. Because I love that concept. He said, religion and figure out a way. There's a man in the sky. He knows all. He always needs your money. You ever go to church without no money? Personally, I won't go to church if I don't have money to put in the till. Why? I know it costs money. I understand it's a business, okay? But I'm not saying I'm bringing my money to God. No, I'm bringing them to help the house, take care of stuff they got to take care. I'm fully aware of that. And every church got a what? Building fund. God don't need no buildings. Let me get out of there. Stop. All right, let me wrap this up. I'm having too much fun. Let me do this now. Where we at? Oh, yeah, we back to God like his brother. Don't want your money. Money is monetary. Money is man-made invention. Spirit is God. Integrity, respect, okay, qualities that make a human being godly. God respects those people and what? He blesses them. Why you think those people do those things? The same reason the people do those things for monetary gains. They get all that money. They do their thing. And, look how much, we getting rich. But if you're a God servant, Money is the last thing on your mind. It's something to maintain the things you got to do. Fully understanding that. So yeah, get with the movement. But don't tell me God's getting the money. The devil don't even want your money. God wants this. So do the devil. See, again, opposition. Moving on. Let me wrap this up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Wrapping it up. Right thinkers. We are to become God conscious. That means you need to know God for yourself. Now I say what Brother Wright say, no. You need to answer for God to God for yourself. Because guess what? At Judgment Day, you will. Moving on. No exceptions. Thank you, Master Clark. To know thyself. Our ancients gave us a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff. But one thing they gave us that we really ain't paying attention to it. I'm hooked on it. Know thyself. It's something in that phrase that just sticks with me. And the more I see, the more I study, the more I'm living. Oh, we suffering from what? Lack of knowledge. We was told that 2,000 years ago. I wonder why he said that during his time. Sorry about that. You see where I'm going with this? If you don't know thyself, or yourself, who you want to call, okay, tune in. Why? I can help you with that if you need some help. If you want help, that's what I do for you. If you comfortable with your man, need me be. Why? You don't want to get better? That's cool. I ain't got no problem with that. But if you're always conscious of God, that means your mind is on God and God is on your mind. That means you're going to do what? The right thing. That's what keeps me doing the right thing. I didn't have God on my mind back then. Didn't have a clue. I had me. I was serving me. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I couldn't get a blessing to save my life. And at that time, I was so ignorant, I couldn't figure it out. Our favorite joke is, one for bad luck, we had no luck at all. And I lived that. That was my creed. Still got bad luck. Why? Adverse situations still come up. But guess what? Now when they happen, I just move right on through that stuff with the greatest of ease. That's the difference. Trust me. I'm telling you from experience. Again, wrapping it up. God-conscious people, right thinkers, we are not all religious people. Understand that. We will fellowship out of respect. That's what I do. I'm not trying to change you, no, belittle you, disrespect, nothing what you believe in, no. But don't let that be the criteria for what our relationship is built on. Well, I'm either a Christian, I'm not religious, I can't. No, that's crazy to me, okay? You're free to believe and do what you want to be. But we are not religious. Why? Because we are spiritual. We know that. We have knowledge of God, which is spiritual. I think like God. I talk like God. I even live like God. When? Daily. Again, that's what makes me and God the same. One, I know thyself. Thy is God. So I know me. I know my higher self. I know who I am. And my goal is to get every right thinker who tuned in to do just that. Be able to say, I know thyself. That's the mission. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. In closing, right thinkers, may y'all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never let my right thinkers, even if they didn't know themselves, passed away. I'll be back. Oh, this is getting good.